it has any relationship with my experience. What I tell people, while I was very religious, when you have to cope with life and death issues, you cannot decide how you will cope. The coping mechanism is as automatic as anything that we do automatic. If you are falling into a pool of water and you're gasping for air, do you know how you're going to act? No. But you are going to try to make your way out of this pool breathing. So the coping mechanism kicks in on its own. Nobody can decide how they will cope. When I saw the dead children on the latrine floor, I threw away that little religious Jewish girl, and I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't done on a conscious level. And I became a survivor. Up to that time, I would have not eaten the bread that was not kosher. But from that time on, I ate everything. So the coping mechanism kicked in that I was going to do everything in my power to survive and to get out of this camp alive.
Would you like to reiterate what you want students that you lecture to get out of your lectures?
I summarize it. Actually, I can add another life lesson. Life lessons, these are lessons I have learned in my life. Number one, never ever give up on yourselves or on your dreams. Because if you do, nothing will happen. Life lesson number two, prejudice. We have to learn to teach each other without prejudice. And prejudice, in my opinion, is a cancer of the human soul. It destroys people and societies that permit it. And prejudice is everywhere. So we really have to learn to judge one another by what people are inside, the content of their character, and not on some preconceived idea. Three, I would also add to people, since we just observed Mother's Day and Father's Day is coming up, tell kids to give an extra hug and an extra kiss to their mother and father for all of us children who survived the camps and who had no one to hug and kiss, and for all the children in the world today, even in the United States, who have no loving families to hug and kiss. Three, forgive your worst enemy. Forgive everybody who has hurt you. It will heal your soul and it will set you free.
What do you think us as a people can do to prevent atrocities that happened in World War II from happening again?
Very good question. I should have gotten into that, but I cannot tell you how my mind works. As we are sitting here, there is still genocide going on in Darfur. I should have asked the students to dedicate 1 hour a month in trying to figure out what can every single one of us do to stop the genocide in Darfur. I have a simple idea, doesn't cost anything, and you could design a fake identity about yourself and flood the Twitter account against China, because China is supporting Sudan, and al-Bashir, the president of Sudan, is doing the killing in Darfur. What if we could send through the internet 1 million tweets, one against China, telling them we know what you are doing, and the world will know what we are doing. It's a simple way. Nobody's in any danger. It doesn't even cost any money. All you have to do is tweet, or if you want Facebook, wherever. I don't use Facebook. I like the tweeting because it can reach so many people. That's my idea.
All right, another question is, what is your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is @Eva Kor.
All right, Eva, thank you so much for this interview.
You're welcome.
Can I ask one question before?
Oh.
What do you think of the presidential candidates?
Yes, what do
that
you?
are currently
Well,
on?
I have my preference. I don't want it in the news because as a tax exempt organization, it will get me in a lot of trouble with my board. But I think most people would be surprised. Who am I supporting?
All right, thank you so much, Eva. This is Maxwell Bernstein for PNN, here with Holocaust survivor Eva Kor, signing off.